We eat those W's today, boys. Today, I'm going over today's trade recap today. Um, Hold on, let me fix that. And hopefully my webcam is good. Here's the P&L. Made $1,258 today. So my other accounts, they got blown because apparently I went down in $2,000 because they were in profit and then I just was like on a bad losing streak. And so I lost $2,000 over a span of time. So there's the P&L. I just opened up a new eval. I really think this is probably going to be best for my, I guess, psychology. Because I don't know what it was. I was just thinking so much about the money, whether I would win or lose. And that's just like not something you should think about as a trader. So this month, I will follow my rules. I will follow all my setups. I will, be A plus, right? And today's setup was very, very, very good. Um, so we go into open, right? We had a nice little patty swing. If you guys were pretty bullish today, we had an unfilled 5 minute, tapped in, huge displacement, huge IFEG, easy Judas swing. That's a long right there. However, I was bearish today, just looking on the higher time frame. Um, Obviously, we have this new day opening gap with some session liquidity right here, and then we also have a daily draw on liquidity, the daily low. And so I marked out my condition of this 15 minute that was unfilled. Um, and yeah, if you took this long, shout out to you, W Patty Swing, my PB boys. I would low-key put the long at the C of the wick, just because like if we are bullish, we are probably gonna tap in, boom, and then short because we're now in premium. So then yeah, we play out, taps into this 15 minute, and initially, boom, I entered like off of there, off of this move, but price like ran off of my limit, so I didn't even get filled, and then it tapped into my limit off of this inversion, right here, and so I knew I was cooked. um, I mean, I actually wasn't cooked. If had I just kept the trade running, I wouldn't have lost anything. But I just really didn't like the fill because we did accumulate and we could have manipulated and swept out this high. So that's why I closed. Because, had I not closed, I could have had, obviously the drawdown would have been like $400, which is not good for your psychology because the entry was just dog shit, right? Um, and yeah, like we have this accumulation. We could have manipulated even higher. So I'm low-key happy that I closed because we had inverse right here, inverse right here, inverse right here. So you never know, right? I'm not the market makers. I don't kiss the wall to Israel, so I don't know. But we did create this bearish SMT right here that ES just didn't take, um, as you see right there. And normally, like I don't like to look at SMTs on the lower time frame like that, but because it did, and we are trading in a 15-minute gap that I do think we would hold. I know now that this is a protected high, this New York AM high, and now I know that this is also a protected high. So we invert on this 2 minute right here. It created this 2 minute, and I was really eyeing down this 1 minute inversion, right? So as you see here, like this candle rises up, and I was really waiting for this 1 minute. But then I looked at the 2 minute. I was like, okay, boom, I'm gonna fill my order right here. So I get filled. Another reason why I love this trade too is because we have a clear draw at break even, and then we also have a clear draw on liquidity, and then later on take some profits here and then take profits here. Um, so yeah, that's also another reason why I really love this setup today is just because, you have clear break even points, you have clear draws on liquidity. Price just played out perfectly, right? And so you just boom. All right, we're break even now. Um, bring it down. Okay, we're in break even. And then I had six minis or six micros or whatever. Yeah, they're micros, right? And I had six of them, and um, I sold three here, three of them here, and then two right here, and then I left one runner right here. I just really wanted to secure profits just because I have been in such a losing streak, and I just needed, to see a win. I just needed to see the ball go through the net. Um, so yeah, took some profits, but in hindsight, it is what it is. Um, and then boom, flush to TP2, and then TP3 hit, boom, right? Perfect. Really love this setup. You could have went 2 for 2 today off of these longs had you just took like a 1-to-1 and then a beautiful short right here. Because we are filling this imbalance in price, although we are near all-time highs, right? We are in an uptrend. Uh, so, but shorts, if they play out, they play out, and looking on the higher time frame, we are very bearish. We are like signaling that we want to go to this daily opening gap, right? And maybe, you could break through because I mean, we're still at war, right? Anything can happen. Um, Tech sector, I believe earnings should exceed expectations. You also have Fed talking tomorrow, so that could be very good or bad. Um, but yeah, I mean, I really love today's setup. Sorry, whoops. Really love today's setup. Um, I think that shit was like S tier, A plus plus, and it was hard for me to place it because I have been in a losing streak, and I just really had to like calm my nerves. I honestly just had to like pray to God in like the middle of the trade because I was like, dude, like I know this will flush, I know it will play out. It's following SMT or lick sweep. We got that IFEG, we got clear draws and liquidity, clear break even point, bouncing off of a 15-minute condition, right? Like if you just pair like a lick sweep and an IFEG, your win rate could be like 60% or maybe like 50% because IFEGs are all discretion, low key. Like you have 1 minute IFEGs all the time, 2 minute IFEGs all the time. But if it's not off of like a major lick sweep, an SMT, that's why I really like a 15-minute bouncing off like a 15-minute hourly 4 hour gap or maybe like a 5 minute gap like we had in the beginning, like the Judas swing, the Patty swing. Um, that's where I really like IFEGs a lot. Um, so yeah, and that's another thing too. Like when you begin trading like IFEGs, it is tough because you do get like frantic and happy and like you kind of place trades like all the time off of any IFEG. And that's low key what I was doing last week. I was getting so like dopamine seeking, like I just wanted to click a button because I just wanted the money. And I was just thinking so much about the money. And that's just one thing that I got to, tune in and just, have discipline over dopamine, right? So, but I hope you guys learned from this. I hope you guys won today. If not, you still won, right? You still learned. Failure is just a learning step, right? You have to take every single day as a blessing, right? God gave you another day. He gave you health, right? It's wonderful that you could even see. It's wonderful that you could talk. It's wonderful that you could move, right? And it's even a blessing that you could even trade, right? Not a lot of people, I don't know why this is making my face all black, but a lot of people can't even trade, right? A lot of people don't even have the ability to trade. So take this phone, take the laptop as a blessing, all right? Because a lot of people don't even know what the stock market is. So I love y'all. God bless you guys. Stay safe.